Hi guys, and welcome to Invictus Pro Gaming. It's me, Hirokuga here. Today I'll be talking about Blaziken. Blaziken is an amazing Pokemon. Overall it's been doing really well, solid kit, and just generally a really fun Pokemon. However, many people, including myself from the community, would like the Pokemon to be buffed. Because, well, the Pokemon is quite nice and it's fun to play, but as a whole it needs a buff. It's got bits of Water Bear in there, a bit of Red Bear in there. Sort of like the form change, switching between Red Bear or picking Blue Bear, depending on which one you play. That's what Blaziken essentially kind of feels like. But depending on the person, it's different opinions. But overall, I do like Blaziken a lot. Blaziken is such a great Pokemon. Overall though, it needs cooldown reduction on its Unite move, so that it can unite more and switch between the different movesets to give it that little bit of edge. And also, as a whole, the damage numbers are not been the best, but that's due to the character being quite high skill and struggling against the quote-unquote king of the meta, as shown by the statistics, Mewtwo-Y. Because Mewtwo-Y, nobody likes that guy. Horrible character, horrible design, atrocious character to play against. But overall, it's quite a nice Pokemon. Good reviews, balanced Pokemon, but please Timmy, please nerf Mewtwo-Y and give this man a chance. The poor KFC dude here, man, he can't do anything in this meta. Struggling. And also another issue with Blaziken is that when you use Fire Punch, if you press your basic attack button, the move gets cancelled. And that's something that just doesn't feel great. That's also hits his damage numbers quite a bit, because Fire Punch is such a nice ability, being that you can Fire Punch in and then you have a second proc of Fire Punch for that finishing move or to escape. But it just sucks that when you basic attack, it cancels the move. Just takes so much value out of that move, forces people to play so differently and essentially try and hold back that muscle memory of pressing A to get those finishing basic attacks in. That's also another thing I hope they give to Blaziken, to put him a bit more in line with the other characters, because having your move cancelled that effortlessly, not even intentionally, like just pressing A accidentally, is just a horrible feeling. That will also just give it a bit more spice when it comes to getting those big numbers. But form changing is quite nice too. I do like the fact that when you change between your forms, both your move cooldowns are automatically up, so you can do the next combo straight away. Also, quick tip with overheat, once you're charging that bad boy up, let's say you want that extra bit of range, you hit that eject button, you let that bad boy hit the little line and then let it rip. And man, that does so much damage. That's just why I love those type of moves like Red Bear with Wicked Blow, or with this beautiful new move that Blaziken has, Overheat. It just feels so nice to hit it. But that's also another thing too. I wish that they make the overheat speed faster, because we need that speed. The speed is essential for when you're wanting to do those beautiful combos. Drag them in, get a nice charged overheat, bam! Straight to the face. Feels amazing, the impact, it looks nice, and it's got a huge hitbox, so it's quite nice to hit those type of moves. So having a faster charge rate on overheat will make that move so much more viable competitively, and it'll just add more value in general to the character. But yeah, overall, I think this character is just a bit meh, I guess. I like it a lot, and I know I've said that the character's amazing. I think it's amazing. I'm getting nice numbers, whether that's 80k, sometimes 100k, but I feel like I have to put so much effort in to get those numbers. And a lot of you will probably agree, from playing Blaziken yourself, you have to put so much work in, and you have to play around the Mewtwo-Y, the Blissey's, the Inteleons, all these just BS moves that you can't do anything about. Like Inteleon hitting you with the liquidation that's auto aim, and all of it can crit if he has his passes up. It's just so hard to play into as Blaziken. But I will say though, if you can get that combo off and catch them out of place, you can really rack up those kills nice and easy. But as usual though, it is quite the Pokemon. I would not recommend this Pokemon for beginners. Unless you had a lot of practice with Urshifu, then you can consider picking this Pokemon up because the mechanics have some similarities, being the dashes and the punches. So it's a Pokemon you can pick up and learn and get that a good idea for the Pokemon. I also like that his passive Blaze, when you hit an enemy with an auto attack, the enemy will receive like a fire fragment, a little fragment underneath them. And once you hit that person 5 times with a basic attack or a move, it'll trigger a special effect, being that you get healed, which is 5% of your HP bar, which is quite nice. But I feel like with all these cancels with Fire Punch, it's very hard to trigger that. You have to really just be up in there, basic attacking that person down. That's where the Muscle Band comes in value, because it gives you that increased attack speed and gives you that extra bit of chip damage, which is quite nice. Also notice, your auto attacks can crit only at level 5 and 9. So early on, you won't see much critical hit rate. Your critical hit rate just essentially increases at that 5 and 9. Those are your main power spikes. Cooldown reduction, haven't tried cooldown reduction emblem set on him, but I wouldn't recommend it. I'd stick to the standard brown and white. Try and focus on a bit of HP, some attack, crit if you can as well. But again, it's all down to preference when it comes down to emblem builds. Ember, it's not a bad starting move, I guess. Does reasonable damage. It can decrease the movement speed by 50% for a second. That's pretty cool. We always like those type of things that allow you to cut the distance or get closer, so slows are always quite nice to have on this Pokemon. Also do like the fact that Focus Blast, when you hit somebody, does a 35% slow for 1.5 seconds. It's also quite a nice touch to the Pokemon. Also, when you hit level 13, you get that 60% slow. It's pretty crazy if I say so myself. Also, the other thing I like about Blaze Kick is it has a nice little mechanic where if you Blaze Kick somebody into a wall, they get stunned. So similar to Garchomp's grab combo where they get stunned for a short period, Blaze Kick, you can just kick someone into the wall and essentially stun them. This also increases the movement speed, which is quite nice. Spinning Flame Fist, the ult that allows you to switch between your moves, yeah, it's quite nice. It gives you a 5% max HP buff, gives you 15% increased attack speed. Also does a little bit of damage if you're close to somebody and it hits them. That's quite nice too. Spinning Flame Kick. Ooh, Spinning Flame Kick is just wow. Like that Unite move as a whole, the animation for it is just beautiful. I love how it looks, it's fluid, and it just looks clean. It fits that whole type of that fighting fire type of style Pokemon. So overall, it's pretty cool. A lot of people thought he was going to be a speedster, but from the leaks as we saw, he was an all-rounder. But I think people really wanted him to be a speedster. So everybody wants to see KFC the speedster. You know, everyone's already making all the memes and the jokes on Blaziken. They're not even calling him Blaziken, they're just calling him KFC, which is quite a funny joke. HP wise, I think he's got some reasonable HP, but point and click is just so evil, man. I hope they address this whole point and click, because point and click, nobody likes playing against point and click. You just want to enjoy the new Pokemon, have a good time, but you know, you get hit by auto aim, you lose half your HP bar, or you're forced to retreat. Just really makes it hard to play Blaziken, so I would put this character as an expert role character. So people with a lot of knowledge or who've played the game for a long time or have a lot of mechanics on those melee type of Pokemons, I'd recommend this Pokemon to you guys, but overall I would not recommend this Pokemon to people if you haven't played the game for a long time, or you haven't got that understanding of the character or the mechanics. Also, don't forget, bushes are your best friend. If you ever want to get some quick kills with this Pokemon, abuse those bushes. Charge that overheat in the bush, they can't see it. Drag them away into your lane. Perfect. You set up many combos. And also, if that pesky enemy is running away, just hit them with the Hadouken
and all your worries will go away. Also got that little fire punch as well, if you want that extra bit of chase down or that runaway. But overall, Blaziken is just the king for me. I'm loving Blaziken, and I hope we get to see more skilled Blaziken players, or even see Blaziken in the Worlds. That'd be insane to see, right? Blaziken in World.
Thanks for watching the video. Drop a like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends, and also comment below what are your opinions on Blaziken. Peace.